Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, Mayfield. He finds Beckham, complete. 23 yards, the final tally. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
A run for Nick Chubb. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll run for it. Chubb.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message. Hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let them know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory. Be aggressive. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Saquon Barkley, his 19th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. There he goes left side. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. John Ross with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Yeah, we're 33. Say. Watch the ship. Run. Watch the ship. Hey, alert.
To throw, Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Joe Mixon, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. The point after is good, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Now Chubb running right, and an alley to run. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. On second down, here's Barkley. And unable to get downhill there, as he'll take this up to about the 37. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December, only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. There he goes, right side, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. John Ross, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And we are hitting the home stretch here toward halftime. And at this point, this has been an exciting offensive explosion for both sides.
I think everyone in the stadium is going to have to regroup a little bit, including the two of us. Yeah, I think we have to get a little oxygen, relax a little bit, and see what we can get going for the second half. The same as these teams, because right now everything's working really well. Can someone come up with something to slow them down?
Yeah, both defenses back on their heels. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, but frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Mayfield down. Now Mayfield lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 22, Jackson eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught at the 10. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan showing you.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Now, the intended receiver out of the backfield was Jalen Samuels. That'll bring up 2nd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. They've done a good job of holding him down in the first half, but he explodes for a big one right there.
Yeah, I've got an image in my head of him being surrounded by a bunch of people, really, with ropes and other things trying to keep him locked in. But eventually they got tired, too. And just as you noted, he broke out.
And it's a guy that usually you can only keep down for so long. point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
SOS. Check. Fred. Hurry.
Again, it's Barkley. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
180. Up. Check 99.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. Running for it, here's Chubb. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 21 yards there, a big play on fourth down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Barkley. And an alley to run. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. This is Barkley. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 24. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They run it again with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Like 28. I'm coming. 22, Jet, Bomber. 22, Jet, Bomber.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Jackson now. He's going to float this one. Deep right. He's got him in. Complete. The 20. 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. John Ross, 78 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 8. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, an 80-yard touchdown, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Joe Mixon, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They begin this drive with Chubb. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And again, it's Chubb. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
A run by Barkley, going to go backwards as he's going to lose right around 3 yards here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. from the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looking deep downfield. And got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
On first down, Barkley. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On third down, Mayfield. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Mayfield going up top. That's going to be caught. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. You're at the point in the game right now where you got to start taking some chances, and that chance paid off.
And it's a good idea to be that aggressive because, truthfully, the defensive guys, they're just playing not to make a mistake. That often means you can make a big play against them.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Showing up. 80 weapons.
They'll try to run this one in, and he takes this one in for a Brown score. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the ball is knocked out. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Check your backer, check your backer. 6-6. Go. On the look. Hold. Mike 28. Mike 28. Shoot up.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. John Ross, 60 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
Let 20.
Now Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Javon Hargrave in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Throwing, Mayfield forced out to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Hurry! Go get it! 55's my guy, 55. Hurry! Such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. My 55, my 55. Hey, eat. Real. Come on.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that will get him one closer. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Austin Seibert to kick off for Cleveland.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And the fair catch is made. It's going to pin him back here at the 7-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
They'll run on 1st down. Pitts. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
Check.
Right back to him on 1st down. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on.
That number of points.